Doubles and coffee. How sad and pathetic Marvelous Marvin, Minister of Wassa, the worst Minister of Public Utilities in the history of Wassa. It's not funny. Nothing works. Nobody gets water. It went down to a low of 12% 24/7 supply. If it were not for desalcot right now, desalinated water, a decision taken by the UNC, 3/4 of the country from central down to south would have no water. Over the last 8 years, between 4,000 and 6,000 leaks, losing 4.2 to 4.5 billion gallons of water per month. Lies about drought, lies about reservoirs, not at the highest. They're not at the highest because the water that you spend money to turn into potable, clean, pristine water is gushing out of leaks all over Trinidad and Tobago without redress, without stopping. Wassa is the worst it has ever been. Rowley boasted that he found a minister who knew nothing about Wassa. Think about that. So what Rowley is saying, in order to get performance according to Rowley, someone must know nothing about something. So all you surgeons, neurosurgeons, doctors, all that studying you did to learn about the body, physiology, biology, organs and so on was a waste. Because really and truly to be a great surgeon, according to Rowley, you must know nothing about the human body. Marvelous Marvin knew nothing about Wassa, and Wassa is in a mess. Now he's trying to argue with fire chief about facts that every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago know. If you live near to a hydrant, it has more rust on it than water dripping. If you live next to a fire station, you know it has no fire truck. If you're on social media, you know fireman that fall out of fire truck. You know that the government has left the fire service in a state of disrepair. But it's also good for the fire service, because when you play games, just like the Chief of Defense Staff with the diesel and the unprotected borders, and trying to claim that he did 1,000 hours of patrolling in 1 week just to protect the PNM incompetence, to get something for yourself. This is what happens. When you stay quiet and you don't keep talking about the truth, then the PNM will come to blame you. You all are independent institutions, Commissioner of Police, police officers, Army, Coast Guard, Fire Service. Respect yourselves. When you play games with your job and your professionalism to try to make the incompetent PNM seem palatable to the population so you could go and drink scotch and eat strips and get a contract and get an extension, this is what happens. Because when tragedy strikes, they then throw you under the bus, you in charge. So with all due respect, Fire Chief, I know it's a new one now, so I ain't blaming you, I'm blaming the position. Over 9 years, just like everybody else, you play games and make excuses for PNM total heartlessness, neglect, and incompetence. They've starved the fire service, treated fire service, lifeguard, police like dog without any resources, and then let the population blame them. The entire problem is the PNM. The entire problem in this country is Keith Christopher Rowley. Our Prime Minister has such awesome responsibility, and you all chose to give it to a man who doesn't care about nothing about himself. He don't care about his family. He don't care about children he make. He just leaves some inside and some outside. You really feel he care about you? He's saying that Lisa Morris Julian was the greatest representative, the best MP he have. But yet she was not a minister for them years. He didn't put her in the cabinet. She's a minister in the ministry, a junior minister. He never big she up before. He never takes she on. He never fight for she to have resources to improve the schools. The Ministry of Education is at the lowest ebb in exam performance, from SEA, CAPE, CSEC, everything. In school repair, school build, school salaries for teachers. Education is in a mess. So if she was your best minister, best MP, best representative, Rowley, How come you treat she so bad? Because that is what Rowley does. That is who he is. And now you're crying and the fire service arguing with Marvelous Marvin. The fire service don't need to argue. We know the truth. That we have no water in the tap, we have no water to bathe, we have no water to out fire, we have no water to cook, we have no water because Marvelous Marvin knows nothing about Wassa, and then you have Ravi Nanga who get our next term. The whole entire problem is the PNM. And if every citizen don't wake up and smell the coffee and eat the doubles, then Crapo will continue to smoke with pipe. Get rid of the PNM.